Well, last year, we introduced you to a teen who placed himself in foster care. Jacob, at 16, found himself alone and dealing with unimaginable grief after losing his mom to a long battle with cancer. She's all he had. His foster family turned out to be a godsend. Here's just a bit of that Kids with Cape story that we ran last year.
I was struggling a lot with grief and definitely depression. Wasn't going to school. Definitely money. Towards the end there, I was really running out of money. I was really it was hard to kind of come by food.
Jacob reached rock bottom. He knew he was the only one that could truly advocate for himself. He knew he had to ask for help.
When I imagined foster care was uh-oh, I don't want to do that. But I was at a point where I was desperate enough to where I was okay, I probably got to do that.
Foster care turned out to be exactly what Jacob needed.
My foster parents, they just jumped right in. They were cool, you're ours now.
You're ours now. Joining me now, Jacob and his foster parents, Emily and Shane, who are now his family because you legally adopted him. Was it last week?
Last Friday.
Oh my gosh, Friday, so it's just a matter of days. I see your eyes welled up, both of you. I mean, what a beautiful family you guys are. Congratulations. Before we get into all that, just Jacob, kind of remind our viewers, or for people who are meeting you for the first time, what was that moment like when you thought to yourself, I gotta put myself into foster care?
It was weird. It was definitely very strange because I, unlike a lot of other kids, were given the choice. And it was definitely out of a moment of desperation where, I was out of, in the, whatever the segment was, out of money, out of food, and kind of out of options. So some people that came to me and they're like, hey, you should probably think about doing that. So I was like, all right, it's great, let's do it.
Thank gosh you did it though, right?
Yeah.
That you advocated for yourself amongst dealing with all the grief of your mom. Shane and Emily, what inspired you both to become foster parents?
I mean, when we met, we kind of knew that we weren't able to have biological children, and so we always had a heart for our community and for kids in need, and we just decided that this was something we wanted to pursue. We actually did all of our training during COVID, got certified during COVID, and we were on our...
Was that through KUSA, or what was it through initially?
So we went through an organization called Project 127, but we decided to do it with our local county, which is the Collaborative Foster Care Program. And we opened our doors to 0 to 18, and we've had 0 to 18 kids. Well,
0 to 20 now.
Yeah, 0 to 20 now.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
You guys. Okay, so what was the moment like when you all met each other? Were you nervous? Take me there.
I actually got to choose which foster family
You
I got to go.
did?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my caseworker was like, "Hey, we're gonna go eat somewhere. You'll just meet them, see if you like them." So it was at a place nearby, and we hit it off pretty quickly, I think. I enjoyed the talk, even though I didn't eat a single thing at the dinner. I was too nervous for that because it was weird. But in the car after we left, I left with my caseworker. She was like, "All right, what'd you think?" And I was like, "That's the one." I didn't meet any other foster parents.
And you had no idea if this would turn into an adoption either.
No, that wasn't in my mind at all.
You have a family, a beautiful family. For you guys, what was it like? How did you make the decision that you were like, okay, we want Jacob to be our own?
I remember when I got the phone call, I was actually on a business trip in Vegas, and we got the phone call that there was a young man who was in need of a home, and he was almost 18, and he had a cat, and
his cat?
Yeah, and he doesn't have a place for Thanksgiving, and I was like, I need him to come to our house for Thanksgiving, which was a week away, and I knew he needed to be with us, and I mean, we took it. It was a long play, I think, and because a lot of times we just get a phone call and it's like, we're coming to your house this afternoon, or we had some time to meet and connect. He came to our house for a football game. He loves football, and we just chilled and hung out, and we just knew he belonged with us. Mm-hmm. The adoption actually was kind of a surprise to me and to us. I think initially Jacob really wasn't interested, or I don't know, it just wasn't something that we thought we needed. And then he has a little sister who got adopted, and that was, I think, kind of like maybe his.
She's right there in the photo.
Oh yeah,
Is that the little sister? What is her name?
Emery.
Oh, she's darling. Okay, so this is just so our viewers know, this is from Friday during the live adoption event. I can only imagine how emotional it was. And you're all wearing the same shirts, Adopt a Bigfoot, right? So you have the shirts and matching shoes. And look at all the people that came to support. And there's also a photo of you guys with all your matching shoes, not only today, but they're at the event last Friday. Tell me what the meaning is behind the shirt and the shoes.
Well, we had to keep it very lighthearted for him. He is a shoe guy, so he had to have his Jordans. So the rest of us all got matching, or tried to match as much as possible. As far as the shirts, he's really into Bigfoot. And so we decided that we were adopting our own Bigfoot. His shoes are also huge.
I love that, you guys. That's like a great way, I feel like, to kind of lessen the tension, right? Yeah. Or the nerves of that day. We only have like 20 seconds left, but I just got to know, in case there's anybody watching, I mean, Jacob, you picked yourself up in probably the worst times, losing your mom, taking care of her, all of that. Any advice that you could give a teen right now who might be struggling with depression or grief?
I mean, I don't really, I don't know, that'll take too long to explain, but just whatever you're like, whatever they want to, go for, whether it's family, job, schooling, whatever, just go for it,
Just do it.
Just do it. Like I did in foster care. Just do it. Yep. That was kind of how I approached that situation. So
just say yes and go for it, and advocate for yourself. That's something that you did. Jacob, Shane, Emily, so happy for you all. Congratulations, and so great to see you, Jacob. We'll be right back.